Are we ridiculous?
Okay, so one night we were watching one of our favorite shows and it showcased this stunning hotel.
I know, right?
So I went to look it up and it's called the Viceroy Los Cabos. The first thing that struck me while looking at the website was the stunning architecture and the sheer amount of water. And while booking, I was quickly humbled by these insane luxurious prices. But I was dead set on staying here, and after looking at every single Yelp review, it seemed worth the price. I was able to find a small deal that only shaved off a couple $100, but whatever, girl math, right? You're here at the Mouse Vibes, and we're staying at the Viceroy Los Cabos. So in this video, we're gonna show you what it's like to stay at the Viceroy Los Cabos.
But what happens in Cabo stays in Cabo.
We're gonna give you a full room and resort tour.
So when you see the door close, Ashley, and it's fogged up, just know that it's office hours. Do not enter.
Take you through some of the restaurants. Can life get any better? And even show you some off-property eats. We're waiting for our room to be ready, and we're here at their little cafe bar having some tacos. Ooh, my mascara's running. It's been a great experience so far. The resort smells divine. You know, I love when resorts have a distinct smell. We cannot wait for our room to be ready. Do the room tour, get work out of the way, and then go directly to the pool. I'm so excited. And then we have reservations later at the rooftop bar. One of the main selling points for this hotel were the rooms. We chose the Ocean View King Room. This is a 575 square foot room with a king bed and a gorgeous view of the Sea of Cortez. It has floor to ceiling blackout windows. Okay, this is really important for me because I'm a psycho and I cannot sleep with any sorts of light. Mood lighting. And did you see the blue accents up there? A rainfall shower and a sofa. But the best part is the outdoor patio with a huge bathtub, table, and bed to relax and take in the breeze.
So right by the front door, we're gonna have a set of mystery doors. And if I've learned anything over the last few days, when you see a fogged door, that's usually the toilet. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, it's a toilet. This is the view. Be sitting here on the throne. Lots of headspace, obviously. Yep, definitely the toilet. So when you see the door close, Ashley, and it's fogged up, just know that it's office hours. Do not enter.
We make it look easy.
Come with me this way. This is probably the most impressive thing here. This might be the biggest shower I've ever seen. And there's actually 2 sets of doors. So boom, you have an entrance. And then if you just follow me this way, really massive. Hey Ash, come in here. Look how big this is.
Oh my gosh.
We can have our own rainfall showers.
Nice.
Look how many things there are.
I always wanted to have matching rainfall.
Also, there's no sense of privacy when you have a shower like this. No sense of the imagination at all. There's so much, I don't even know what's going on in here. So much stuff that is not in my bathroom. I'm a man
who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn.
And it wasn't until just a few years ago that I had body conditioner, soap, shampoo in one bottle. And then Ashley made me get a skin treatment and all this. So this is more up Ashley's lane, but this is cool. The accoutrements for the shower are insane. So right next to the shower is gonna be 2 sets of closet doors. You know you're staying in a place of luxury when they have linen robes on display. These are definitely ours, right? Can we use them on the trip?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And there's his and her sandals. I always love when you go to a resort, there's one size fit all slippers. When is that ever the case? But I love the thought. The thought is what it counts. I'll use these later. Over here, we're just gonna have luggage, nothing too sexy, but these doors do close up and they're kind of unique. They kind of hinge out and then you pull. Okay, cool. This is where you're gonna have a safe, blow dryer, and then an ironing board, and then extra linens like pillows and blankets, that sort of thing. But yeah, closet area.
Okay, it's time for the signature Mouse Vibes bed test. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little springy and hard, but I'll let you know how it is after a full night's sleep tomorrow. But the bed's gorgeous.
All right, never doubt Ashley. She comes through in the clutch. She always plans the best trips, and I have no idea how she found this hotel. I'm actually looking out at the beach right now, and there's actually horses. You can go horseback riding on the beach. Where are we? Also, shout out to the people at the Viceroy for hooking us up. They're celebrating our anniversary. Love that. Gave us some cervezas, rose petals on the desk, and balloons by the bed.
And there's plenty more where that came from.
These guys obviously know how to party. We love a good theme. And the first time that we actually saw the Viceroy was on the show Selling Sunset. So
you guys know where Chriselle is?
We're all here at dinner, 2 empty chairs. It's a little ridiculous.
Love that. We're gonna have a Bravo day. Oh, on Netflix Day, sorry, Ashley just corrected me again. Not only is she a travel agent extraordinaire, she also knows her Netflix Bravo differential shows, so she wins again.
So we're down at the very bottom pool, like I said earlier. I'm not sure if they're adults only pools like there are at every other resort I've been to. There's a lot of kids, and not that I don't like kids, I'm just like...
From a distance.
From a distance, you know what I mean? So I need to ask, but this is really nice. We just ordered some lunch. Nick got a Pacifico. It's a bit too early for me to start drinking. It's really hot. I don't want to do what I did on my last Cabo trip and melt in the sun and have too many cocktails, so I'm going to take it slow today.
Good call. I'm going to do the latter.
Everybody recommended the pescado. Pescado? Yeah, the fish ceviche, so that's what I got. This will not be enough food for me because I'm so hungry, but this looks delicious. Oh, there's corn in it. This is so good. It has a bit of a kick, but this is bomb. It's so fresh.
Baja burrito, meatless, but you know it's fancy because it comes with a cast iron of salsa, not like a ramekin. See, the cast iron slips around. This is the perfect poolside snack. Perfect! Not too heavy, all the ingredients are super fresh, and we can share this.
Yeah, it's a flour tortilla. I can't eat that.
Never mind. We are back in a Europe-style elevator.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, we just got back to our room from being out in the pool. They dropped off champagne and then a gluten-free mousse that says happy birthday when it's not our birthday. We're celebrating an anniversary of our engagement.
You know how like when you book things and it says like, what are you celebrating? I was like, we landed here a year after being engaged. Like, we're celebrating an anniversary, so we've had all these little treats. But this one says happy birthday.
To birthdays in general, yes. And then, boom, what is this? Ooh, just dropping stuff. And then, oh, a nice brute.
Yeah.
I love that. White wine brute.
Oh, white wine brute. Yeah.
Birthday or not, I'm gonna make sure this dessert doesn't get wasted. Is it weird that it tastes better when it's a birthday mousse, not an anniversary mousse? Really good.
The pool was definitely 5 out of 5 vibes. As I said earlier in the vlog, the only annoying thing were the parents not watching their kids, because it's not the kids, it's the parents always. And kids were just like doing cannon bombs in the jacuzzi. And if I were a parent, I'd be like,
Don't do that when people are trying to relax.
but I digress. My day wasn't as relaxing as Nick's because I was being blown up by work all day, even though I had the day off. I'm not upset at all about that.
Bruh.
We're gonna go to dinner now. We're going to one of the 2 restaurants. Ashley, what is it called again?
Aguacate.
It's more of a traditional Mexican meal or their take on Mexican food. I'm guessing it's upscale. The prices on it were a little bit outrageous. Kind of like everything on property here. But that's not going to deter us. We're hungry. We're some hungry people. Let's go down to
Aguacate.
Aguacate.
We are here at Aguacate for dinner at the Viceroy. This restaurant is beautiful. I will never shut up about how well designed, lit, and all of the above this resort is. It's so gorgeous. We just ordered and we got 4 different salsas and some plantain chips. I'm ready to dive in. And I got a tequila mojito. Oh yeah. So good. That was my drink when I went into Cancun.
Rain, oh, actually.
If you haven't seen that video, click below. But this is so beautiful. I can't wait for our food. It's so nice. life get any better? I just had a sizzling molcajete. I'm nearing the end of my little tequila mojito. I have music behind me. Life is good. Aguacate restaurant here at Viceroy Los Cabos was amazing. I went based off of the recommendation of the front desk guy, and he said to get the molcajete, and it was fire, bro! There was like fresh octopus, fish, chorizo, steak. Oh, it was amazing. It was so good in that cheese.
It was basically a witch's brew of all the most delicious Mexican food ever.
Yeah, we were gonna go out and like party a bit more, but we're washed, and this room is so beautiful, and we have a hot tub on the patio, so we're gonna go in the hot tub.
It was so nice over there. The band was playing music, and it felt like we had the place to ourselves. It's also,
Sorry.
I love you.
I love you too.
You know the place is fancy too when you go to wash your hands and they don't have paper towels, but instead like washcloths. I'm like, pretty fancy. That was definitely the best food of our trip.
Yes, that was delicious. All the food that we've had so far here has been really good. Like, and the service has been...
You just sold that. It's been really good.
It's been delicious. So delicious. But I've been saying this all day. This place feels really luxurious, and you can tell by the price. I did book it on like a Priceline deal, but like, man, I'll shut up about it, but like I can't get over how expensive like all the food is.
Yep. I mean, you have to pay to play, and then obviously when you have the water DJ out front, and then a pathway that leads to the restaurant, maybe that's why no one's in there. But it felt like it was our own personal thing.
But it feels like Cabo got Vegas-ified. Like it feels it's Vegas with the prices. It's like not a hidden secret anymore. Like everyone's down here, everything's expensive. There's more properties being built, but it's still like, I'm still gonna come back, obviously.
Obviously, and you know what? They don't tell you that on TikTok. You okay?
Yeah. Spitting up on the truth.
They didn't put that on TikTok. They just showed us really luxurious, which it is, but...
They weren't like...
Yo, last time we were in Cabo, everything was $3, and now everything's $430,000.
But whatever, it's so good.
I think we're the only ones that are shocked by it. Also, something I'm just noticing because I was so overwhelmed with the room turning colors, the water DJ, and the leftovers for later, we have turn down service. They actually set up slippers by both of our beds, which is really nice. And I didn't realize that our bed had this like nice recessed lighting underneath.
Turn down service for what? Don't.
Turn down for what?
Yes. Okay, I look pretty crusty. We have a really cool ATV tour that we booked, and we have to be ready in 2 hours. So we just opted for room service, and we're gonna get some lattes and breakfast in the room before we take our little trolley shuttle to the middle of nowhere so we can go ATVing. It's gonna be fun. Okay, here's the in-room dining. Let's see what the options are for breakfast. American breakfast, $42. This place is insane.
This is completely insane.
Please comment below, are we being crazy or are the prices here like outrageous?
I thought like the point of coming to Mexico was to have like Mexico prices. This is more expensive than anything in LA. Like if George Clooney's serving this breakfast to me topless, like maybe. Like, what is this? $42 for eggs?
It's insane.
Like, what kind of huevos are we dealing with here?
Somebody call 911!
Little change of plans after seeing these prices and seeing the room service fee and everything else. We're just gonna go downstairs of the Viceroy and eat a quick little breakfast before we head over to ATVing. First things first, we need to get some iced lattes, and something I do really enjoy about Viceroy is a lot of hotels only have almond and soy milk. They have coconut milk, and we all know that coconut milk is a superior milk for all of your lattes. This iced latte is so good. 5 out of 5 vibes. This view is great, and I'm really excited for our ATV adventure and for our food because I'm starving.
When Ashley finds the perfect coconut milk iced latte, you have to order, and I always try to make it easy for the server, so I get dos iced lattes. Oh yeah, the espresso is hitting. 5 out of 5 vibes, so good.
The salsa verde is so flavorful, wow, and tastes so fresh. This is delicious. I've never had chilaquiles with the eggs served on the side. They're normally on top and not separate, which is a bit weird, but I think, Kim, there's people dying.
Turn
Perfection.
5 out of 5 vibes. This is delicious. Wow.
And I ordered the avocado toast. Obviously, I had to do this. This is actually a $27 avocado toast. I thought it was going to come with 2 pieces of toast, but I guess it would have said 2 pieces, but just toast.
Just by yourself?
I feel like each bite is an equivalent to like $3.50, which is pretty outstanding. And it came with another, cast iron skillet sauce. We'll just dump all the sauce on there, obviously.
1 minute later.
You talk about a $27 avocado toast, and man, I wanted to talk smack on it, but that is so good. That sauce I just drizzled on there is some type of mustard. And it blends in perfect with the poached egg and the avocado. It's so good. I know it's expensive, but at least it's 5 out of 5 vibes. I paid for terrible food that was really overpriced. At least everything here is super high quality. This is a great meal, honestly. Expensive. Elliot won't eat for a week when I get home, but this is worth it. Sorry, Elliot.
Breakfast at Cicero was so bomb. It was $67 for both of us, so it was not cheap, and we will never shut up about it. However, the service was great. The food was delicious. Those lattes were awesome. But right now, we're going to head over to the outside of the lobby because I booked an ATV and tequila tasting riding adventure. Okay, so I always make us do an excursion on each one of our trips, and last time we were in Cabo, we tried to do this, and it got canceled due to the rain.
ATV got canceled today, so we're gonna hang out in the rain.
So I booked this off-site ATV riding beach tour with Real Baja Tours on TripAdvisor months in advance. And you know how they always say don't jump into a white van with strangers? Well, not in this case, because that's exactly what we did. The transportation to and from the excursion is included in your ticket. And if you're thinking about safety here, they also check in with the hotel and cross-reference names.
Paging Mr. Herman at the front desk.
It's about a 45-minute trip to get to the actual ATV tour area, and once you're there, they check you in. We're here at Real Baja Tours for our ATV tour. I thought I booked us one with a carriage, and I guess I did it wrong, but there's so many people saying things to me and trying to upcharge me that I feel a bit overwhelmed, but I know once we get on the ATV, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, we're about to get started. We just got our bandana, our goggles, and our hat, and it is a 20-mile experience through, I don't think it's a jungle, I don't know what it is.
No, it's not.
And then to the beach, and that's what we're gonna be doing.
5 minutes later.
I hope this is fun, because I'm not having a good time so far. This is not my vibe.
Here we go.
Right. Like all good things that end in Mexico, our ATV tour ended with tequila tasting. I don't know any other place in the world where every single thing you do ends up with tequila shots, but we are definitely here for it. And yeah, I actually got this included in our ticket. Wow, had the absolute best time ever doing the ATV, UTV rides today.
And that was definitely an unusual experience for me. I'm always usually the driver back home, driving on the freeway, up on down the 5 freeway all the time, and Ashley is passenger princess. Today we flipped those roles, and I found out my fiance is one hell of a driver.
Maybe you need to quit your job to become a race car driver.
I feel like I should, to be honest.
She might have played a lot of like Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong racing back in the day or something.
I was a master at Mario Kart.
Oh.
I grew up doing go-kart racing like in my parents' backyard, so like I love doing that. And I will say this, in the beginning of the tour, the guy went over 10 minutes of rules. He's like, don't do wheelies, don't go fast. And I was sitting there and I was like,
Ugh, wasted our money. This is gonna be so lame. It's gonna be like turned down storybook boats on the beach.
I was like honestly freaking out inside.
I'm freaking out, man.
And once we started it, it was lit. And even though we were in a big group, it was still lit.
Oh my god!
And on one of our breaks, I went up to the guy and I was like, excuse me, I want to go fast.
I want to go fast.
Can I go to the front? And he's like, give me a minute. And he walked me to like the back by the desert, and he had one of his colleagues take me on a little 5-minute like adventure to go fast. And I just thought that was like really great customer service. So let's break down the cost of this ATV adventure. We paid $300 to book it on TripAdvisor, and that includes a 2-hour ATV tour in a group for you and your significant other or friend, whatever. And then it includes transfer from your resort over to Real Baja Adventures, which is about an hour away, like Nick said. Once you get there, you have to pay a $25 per person park entry fee. It's silly. I don't know why, but whatever. So just plan ahead for that. $25 per person. If you do it in cash, you don't have to pay a service fee. So we brought cash with us. And then once you're there, you obviously want to tip if you have a really good time. So all in all, this entire adventure today cost us about $400. Was it cheap? No. Did we feel like we got our money's worth? Yes. Was it super fun? Yes. Did I feel safe? Also yes. I had a very, very good time. $400 is a pretty penny. I knew that when we signed up for it, but I really, really wanted to do it.
I'm hungry though. It was a great experience, but I need some food. I'm famished. I haven't had anything besides that toast today. Can we get some food, please?
I feel like many of you are probably rolling your eyes at me throughout this vlog. You're like, Drew, Ashley, you booked a luxury hotel and you're like, oh my God, these food prices. Listen, I didn't research the food prices. With that being said, we did have reservations tonight to Nido, which is their sushi spot and their premier dining experience on property, but we're sick of spending over $200 on meals this trip. We're actually gonna go across the street at a little shopping mall and see if we can find some like street food or just some cheaper food that's not $1 bazillion.
And I honestly feel like this is a great pivot. It's also really nice to stay at a resort all weekend and be able to like just live here and not worry about anything. But the shopping center across the street looks super fancy. It's really close. There's a ton of options. We even looked up, there's a steakhouse there that's $1,200 a person. So I don't know how much cheaper it's gonna be over there, but there is options if you wanna cross the street over at the Viceroy.
I don't want to leave. We're at the end of our 3-night stay here at the Viceroy Los Cabos.
Man, those 3 days flew by quickly. That's what happens when you live a life of luxury.
I'm excited to go see my dog Elliot, but I literally don't want to leave. This has been super luxurious and we've had a really good time.
We actually got up super early before our flight to soak up this view just one last time. I know it's really nice in North Hollywood and we get a really great view into our neighbor's kitchen, but this is hard to beat. This is probably the nicest view I've ever had in a hotel ever.
I think this is the second nicest room we've ever stayed in our lives. We had that talk.
Agreed.
It's like really nice. You guys, the Viceroy Los Cabos is all luxury. We actually didn't know how luxurious it was gonna be when we booked it. We didn't know how expensive it was gonna be once we were here, but we had such a good time.
I know earlier in the video we were talking about prices, especially for the rooms and food prices and drink prices around the resort. And usually I would nitpick to be like, okay, maybe the service wasn't great or maybe the food quality wasn't great. All of those exceeded our expectations and there's nothing for me to complain about. You really are paying for a life of luxury here. Like everything was 5 out of 5 vibes. The staff was incredible. The food was incredible. And look at the vibes. Like how do we wake up to this every day?
The pros here, service was outstanding. The vibe and aesthetic of this entire resort was outstanding. The rooms, 10 out of 10 vibes, amazing. But let's go over a couple cons. Obviously how expensive all the food was here, but it was very delicious. 5 out of 5 vibes at every dining experience that we had. This is so good. It has a bit of a kick, but this is bomb. It's so fresh.
Even an avocado toast, like I've now probably said about it 47 times in this video, the $27 avocado toast. Yes, it's outrageous, but was the sauce and the poached egg the best poached egg I've ever had on an avocado toast? Yes. Yup. So I'm like, frick, they got me.
That's why us millennials can't afford a home, because of your $27 avocado toast. Another con, the pool situation. There was 3 big pools on property, and for somewhere this luxurious and this expensive, I expected there to be an adults only area. If there was an adults only area, it wasn't specified, there was no sign, and there was no one enforcing it whatsoever. There were kids all around, and yes, parents need vacations too. If you're coming for a luxurious stay, I expect a quiet adult area that we can go lounge by the pool at all day.
So those are 2 things that we didn't see on any YouTube video or anything on TikTok and Instagram: food prices, no adult area. Another thing that wasn't in the fine print was the nighttime water DJ, which might have stolen the entire trip. Like, what a great idea.
Those are the only kind I have.
Especially off the still water, it cast like a perfect reflection of all of the lights and then the amazing architecture here. I really enjoyed that.
No, I really enjoyed it too, and the view from our room was great. And listen, we talked about this earlier in the vlog. Cabo has become the new Vegas, especially for us LA locals. It's a 90-minute flight. We're here. Everything's upcharged, but you feel like you're living lavishly, and you know, it's a convenient place to go. Yes, it's pricey, but this was our big trip for the end of the year.
And honestly, this is our very first time staying in San Jose del Cabo. Is that it?
Yes.
San Jose del Cabo. Look at me, I'm an expert now. We've only ever stayed in the Cabo San Lucas section, and Cabo is split into two sections, Los Cabos. San Jose is much more chill. It's a little bit more bougie and just quiet, and I actually really like this vibe rather than the hustle and bustle and the party atmosphere of like Squid Row and all that.
100%, and I really love that last night we opted for a cheaper dinner, and it was a very safe, well-lit walk across the street to this brand new shopping center that had over 15 different food options. I thought that was great. So if you guys do want to ball on a budget and just spend a lot on the resort and the room, but you want to save on food, if you stay at the Viceroy, you can walk across the street and get all of your needs met.
And it was like true alfresco dining outside. All of the restaurants had patio seating, and it was like being back in Spain or something. All of the restaurants were mingling, drinks were flowing. It was just a good vibe there.
We had a great experience. We really, really enjoyed this resort. If you guys are looking for a luxurious stay, or if you're a couple that just wants to have a sexy ass time, come to Viceroy Los Cabos.
And if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us grow, and if not, thanks for stopping by.